guys, Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you've all had a good Christmas and New Year and you're having a good one so far. At least rested from Christmas and New Year, because it's been a bit hectic, hasn't it, over the last few weeks. But yeah, pretty good start to the New Year so far. I don't know if anyone's noticed any change in quality on my videos just recently. Because I know a lot of people start talking about like how they're changing the channel and upgrading the quality and everything like that. So thought I'd start off with mine really, because how I've been doing my videos, I've been using my phone really. So I've been using the front facing camera because I feel like it's easier to look at it and do things and feel a bit more comfortable really. But I know a lot of people have been complaining about the quality and everything like that. I mean, I have as well. I mean, it looked like flipping someone smeared a load of Vaseline over the front of the bloody lens. So what I've done, a bit of advice from Pete Fighter. I'm using the front-facing camera now, and I've got a mirror behind it, so I'm kind of like probably looking just off to the side to make sure that I'm in focus and whatever. But yeah, actually, off today, I'm a bit of a rush today because I've basically organised for a new phone. The end of my contract was today. Well, I'm allowed an early upgrade from my contract, so I've arranged for a new phone and I'll be picking that up tomorrow, so I can't wait. So hopefully the quality is increased now, but hopefully it's going to increase again on the next video, hopefully, if I've got it all sorted and I'm happy with it and everything. So yeah, anyway, enough waffle of all that crap. So yeah, great start of the new year. So met up with a load of YouTubers. I'm just double checking this is on because I can't see if it's on or not. Yeah, met up with a load of YouTubers and we went to Leeds Arcade Club. Oh my goodness, what a good start of the new year that was. So it was Sean from Retro Games Revived. It was his birthday. He was only 30 years old, I think it was. So we didn't give him his bumps, unfortunately, but we did do a bit of a present giving. We all went up to his lockup and I got to visit it again. Flipping awesome. But again, you need to go to that lockup on your own and have a proper rummage to really get the full extent of it all. There was like about, what was it, 5, 6 of us there, all rummaging through, so you couldn't really have a full dig, but I mean, it's still bloody worth it. But yeah, we had a full hour chat. I think it must have been at least an hour chat beforehand, and we all basically brought like big piles of gifts for each other, and we all said help yourselves basically. I think there was some sort of like trade, well, I wouldn't even call it trades, it's just like we want to give each other things really. So we had certain gifts for each other that we passed on, and so yeah, I got a few things myself. So Mr. YouTuber of the month was there, Mr. YouTuber of January was there, Mr. David Birdsall, and he came with a flipping massive like tub of bloody games from PlayStation 2, Spectrum, Master System, all sorts of stuff really. So there wasn't really much in there that I really wanted, but I picked up a few Spectrum games. Once everyone dug through what they wanted, I had a look and I thought I'll just grab a couple of these because they look quite interesting, and I do want a Spectrum eventually. So first up we've got Deviants. Where am I looking? So Deviants, I mean, that just looks like quite a cool little platformer game, so eventually when I get a Spectrum it'll be pretty good to play. So that's that one, I'll put that over there. And one I have actually heard of and I'd like to experience, Hunchback. So no blurb on the back, and one that you know it's going to be good, and that is Rainbow Islands. You can't go wrong with Rainbow Islands, can you? So be interesting to see how that plays. I actually didn't play that at Arcade Club, and I also got myself a flipping is it Luke Skywalker from Star Wars? So yeah, randomly had one figure in his box, so this will go nicely with my little Star Wars collection that I've got. Nothing serious, just stuff that I pick up from the car boots. Right, so, and while I was there, who was it? Nath Retro. He actually gave, well, he didn't give me it, he just had a load of stuff, and I rifled through it and I picked out Naruto Storm Revolution. I don't think I got it. I should have really checked actually. Where is it? I don't think I've got it. I've just done it from memory. Where's the ends? So no, sorry about that. Sorry about that little intermission there. Definitely not got that. So cheers for that, Nath. And we actually did a bit of a trade beforehand. He actually sent these before and he actually picked up a game for the NES. I think it was from CEX, and it was an American copy. And for me, I love American games. My NES is actually an American NES, so I actually had the game in a PAL English version, so we did a bit of a trade. I gave him my PAL one, and I got his American Faxanadu. So yeah, cheers for that, Nath. And he also, because we was talking about this before, how I've not got it, and he sent me flipping Medieval. That was proper out of the blue. I didn't know that was coming, and it's fully complete and in really good condition. So massive thanks for that, Nath, because that's not really a cheap game, is it really? So thanks a lot for that, mate. As I say, we all had stuff for each other as well, so that was pretty good. But as I say, just blown away by the generosity of it all. And well, actually, I've got this as well. I think this is just an empty box by the feel of it, yeah. So I don't know how this actually came into my possession. I did see it there. I think this is Dave's as well, Dave Birtles. An empty case for Tekken, which I actually already have, but it's quite a good quality case. So I might just use it for the case. Unless someone wants it, unless someone needs it, because if someone needs it, I'd rather give it to someone who needs it more than I do. And flipping Mr. Generosity, Mr. Sean himself, he actually contacted me before we came over, and he was like, oh, you know when he was looking through the PlayStation 1 games, did you not notice I've got this game and you're looking for it? And I was like, well, I did, but I didn't want to make anything of it. And he was like, well, do you not want it? Of course, when you're rushing, that's when they start bloody barking. I've not had a barking interruption for a while, but yeah, apologise for that. But yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so Sean said, do I want this? In a message before I came. When I was looking through his thing, I was like, do you mind if I grab it? And I was like, of course, take it. So if I do find this again, I'll be replacing it. But this is in flipping fantastic condition. There's a slight crease on the front. And, sorry about that. So this completes a bloody subset for the PlayStation 1, because I love my subsets. And that is Tekken for the PlayStation 1. And as I say, great condition. The manual, the game, of course. As I say, there's a slight creasing at the top, but I mean, flipping, apart from that, it's in brilliant condition. So yeah, this completes the cardboard box PlayStation 1 subset, which isn't really like anything spectacular to get, really. I think this is probably, this or another one is probably the most expensive one. I think none of them cost more than £5 or £6 for me. And this costs free, obviously, but I will be replacing it with something, if not this game anyway. But yeah, I can remember getting these and spending hours doing this, closing and opening them with because they don't just open, it's like kind of got like an airlock. I don't know, I know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's just stupid things we do. But yeah, so that we did the bit of gift giving. We went to Leeds Arcade Club, and first time I've been there. And yeah, how can you go wrong with free arcades all day? Parking's a bit crappy there, but apart from that, great day. And it just goes so quick. I think I had I think it was about 11-12 hours with the boys, and it just went like that. It was just, I could be doing it again next week. In fact, I think I'm going to be going to Bury Arcade Club in a couple of weeks, because I just need that fix again. And I just loved doing it. Like we had a few games with each other, and then we kind of like went on our own ways and kind of met up again. And yeah, I was just going around putting high scores everywhere, and I beat my Bumjack high score by about nearly double, really. I got 390,000 on Bumjack. I don't actually know what good scores on Bumjack are. Probably a lot higher than that, really. But I was impressed by it, and I was putting like high scores, like top scores on like quite a few games, and then once I'd done them, I'll be walking around like going, has anyone beat it? But I don't think the crowd was there to kind of beat high scores, really. So I was probably the only one who was taking it as seriously as I was. But yeah, I'd like to go again when, well, hopefully on the Leeds Arcade Club, because I think there's, is it end of March, isn't it? So hopefully there'll be a few people to kind of contend with. I'm hoping. Not saying that I'm a good gamer, but yeah, when I get my sights on a high score, I do try my best. So yeah, I'd like to see how my best is. And while I was there, I actually found a new favourite game. I think I've played it before, but I did really enjoy it this time. I was playing it a few times, and every time I was just slightly getting a better score. And that was Zookeeper. So that's sort of, well, it's an early 80s. I'm pretty certain it's early 80s, if not mid 80s arcade machine, and basically you're a zookeeper, and it starts off with like these creatures in the middle, and you kind of walk around like this square, and it puts like bricks around them, and you basically kind of got to like trap all these animals in, but they're while you're putting the bricks around, from the inside they're trying to poke their way out, and eventually they'll escape, and then you can jump over them to get high scores, and the more that you jump over like with one jump, the more points you get, and then you get a net, and then you can recapture them. And once you've made your wall, however many's inside that wall, you get extra bonus points and everything like that. Sounds really simple. It is really simple, but really addictive. I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going back. And what I like about that machine is you've got your daily high score, and then you've got your lifetime high scores. It actually saves the lifetime high scores. So it was one guy's name all the way up on the lifetime high score. So yeah, I've got my work cut out for that one. I think I was about a fifth of the way there to get to the bottom one. So yeah, sounds like not much, but when you actually think about it, that's going to be a lot to take. So I'm going to have a few games on my main card, and then I'm going to go back, and hopefully it's in the berry one. But yeah, I did enjoy the berry one more, I've got to say. I just felt like there was a few more like cabs that I enjoyed at Bury, and I felt like there was a few more as well. I think Leeds is a slightly smaller experience, but that might be because I was thinking there's a third floor in Leeds, and it's kind of a bit more hidden. I didn't realise about it until near the end. But anyway, Leeds, that was Leeds over and done with. What have I got pickups wise? So, well, these ones, I've already picked up the box for this one, but I just want to say big thanks to Cine Steve, because he got sent from the same seller. He got sent the discs for one of the games that I bought, so he actually sent me these over through the post. So big thanks for these. That's Gauntlet 3 discs, by the way. So when I see you over in March, I'm assuming you're probably going to Leeds Arcade Club. I'll be buying you a drink if you'd like. But yeah, massive thanks. And I can't remember if I showed this off in my last video. So it's Caliber 50, which is no manual unfortunately, but I think I got this for like stupidly cheap as well. But yeah, a commando type one, so I won't talk about it too much. But yeah, this one I got on a recommendation from Ash One Before You, is it? I don't know. I can't remember. The guy that's got the flipping amazing CD32 collection and loves shooters as much as I do. So he did a PSP collection video the other day, and I watched it, and it's flipping amazing. It's like, it's not what you would... It's got all sorts of games that you've never heard of before and you didn't realise was on the PSP. So I recommend, I'll probably put a link down there. In fact, let's do a bit of a shout out, because that's a good thing to do. I'm sure everyone knows who he is anyway. I think he's got a few thousand followers anyway. I remember seeing him like years ago doing his like bloody CD32 collection and just like drooling like looking at it. But yeah, Ash what is it, Ash one before, I can't remember, but yeah, there'll be a link and you'll see what I mean. Ash something, and I'll link you to his PSP collection because it is fantastic. So many like crazy games I've never heard of, and this one in particular is one I picked up. It just looked really interesting, sort of like I think it's a bit of a platformer game, and just sounded really interesting. So it's Fading Shadows, and I think I paid £2.50 for it delivered. So yeah, affordable. Not like some of his other ones, especially his Japanese box set ones. Oh my goodness, never heard of them. Look amazing, and now I just want to bankrupt myself getting them. But yeah, so anyway, I've not shown anything since the Black Friday deals, and I went a bit crazy, to be fair. Bought a few controllers, which I'm so glad I did, because going back from my new ones to my old ones, it feels so loose. So I think I've definitely could have done with them. So came at the right time. So first game I have got, I mean in no particular order, and this one I've been looking for a long time, wanting to play, and that is Astrobot. I think this was 12 quid, might have even been a tenner. So as I say, this is all the Black Friday deals, so quite some time ago. So yeah, can't wait to play this. This is sort of like a platformer game. I don't even know where I'm putting my video, so I don't know where I'm supposed to show. Yeah, so an awesome platformer game where you use your headset to sort of like see hidden things, I think, basically. So yeah, really looking forward to this, and hopefully it won't give me motion sickness because it's not really a high octane kind of game. And next up, I got this, I think it was like 3 or 4 quid, and that was delivered, and that was Extinction. So I believe this isn't a very good game, but when you're paying 3 or 4 quid, I think it was like £3.45, it was like a really weird price. But yeah, it looks interesting, sort of like a sort of hack and slash sort of game. But yeah, can't go wrong for that price. And I'll show this one next. And one of the games that everyone's going on about so much of the last few months, and I picked up the original 2 of it, and that's Shenmue 1 and 2. These definitely cost me a tenner. And yeah, I've never actually played Shenmue. I was actually talking to Daz Cajonas about this, how when this first came out, we both didn't really think much of it because it was like a real life simulator. We wanted games like bloody Power Stone, or like just like retro-y sort of games. That's the kind of games that we really enjoyed. So to go to this was like too much of real life and stepping into like mundane really. But now we've got older, we kind of like want to go back and like experience it. Not because it's retro or anything like that, it's just, I don't know, your tastes change when you get older, I guess. So yeah, looking forward to giving it a go. I'm a bit umming and ahhing if I will stick with it, but hopefully I will, because yeah, it's one of them games that's like Marmite, isn't it really? And another game that's sort of like Marmite, but I think more verging on the excellent. A lot of people really like it, but I think they get a bit bored of it, and that is Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. This is the most expensive game I paid for that bank holiday, and that was 15 quid. But again, 15 quid for this is quite good, so I'm really looking forward to digging into this. But as I've been speaking to a few people about recently, it's like we're buying all these games and everything like that. I mean, I also bought God of War, which I showed on my 52 game challenge, which I did complete. And it's like, when you're buying all these games, you feel guilty to stick this one on straight away, because I've got flipping about 150 PlayStation 4 games I've not even played yet. I've got PlayStation, I won't even like to suggest a figure, probably 98% of them I haven't played. And it's like, you feel guilty by putting something new on, but you buy things when you think it, well, I do. I buy things when I think it's like the ultimate, the best time to buy them, when it's like the cheapest, because I know Shenmue's kind of gone up a little bit. This has gone, I think, back up to about 20 quid. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. I mean, I could have probably paid less, waited a bit longer and paid less, but I think I will be. I think this is going to be my summertime game. But yeah, anyway, what else we got? So in between that and the bank holiday, I think I was watching, I can't remember what her name is now on YouTube, Gaming Hammer. I know it's Snowflake on Retro Collect, and she picked up one of these, and these are actually films. And I can remember trying to look for these for ages, because I was looking for, these are video game adaptations, by the way, that's why I'm showing you them. And I've been looking for the name of the game, and I couldn't find them. And I know I've downloaded one like from Pirate Bay back in the day, and I have watched it. It's a bit dodgy. I love it. But I saw this on her pickup videos, and I really wanted it. And I searched, and I found them both for really cheap. And that first one, I think, is Chanabara Beauty, which is obviously part of the Oni Chanabara series. So the Samurai Warriors or the Zombie Hunters on the PlayStation 2. So yeah, I can't remember which one it was I saw. I think it was the second one. But yeah, basically boobs and samurai swords, great matchup. So yeah, 2 quid, and I think 2 quid again, or 150 I think one of them actually cost, and that was delivered. So I don't know how these people make money, to be fair. But yeah, and then this is the next one, Chanabara Striptease. So even better. I mean, look at that, her boobs are covered in blood. So yeah, I don't think I'll be putting a video up on these ones. I think you can leave it to your own imagination on that one. So yeah, Christmas came, and I'm bloody terrible at Christmas, so I'm just going to get myself a drink. Put it on my coaster from Sean. Yeah, I'm terrible at Christmas because I go out shopping and all I do is look for myself. Oh dear. So that might be a clue on what I've picked up. Probably isn't. because I've seen these before, but I completely forgot about them. And I went to TK Maxx, and I think this was £5 or £6, and I had to buy it for myself. And that is the Rampage, what's it, George figure. So this is actually sort of a Stretch Armstrong sort of toy, where you can stretch the body. But I mean, this is going to be staying in its box, isn't it, really? Now I need the other two. I've looked on eBay and they're about 10-12 quid posted. I might get them, but £5, 6 quid's a nice price. 10-12 to get another two, might be a bit too much. I mean, it's not really needed. I've not got the space for it, but I'll find space, don't worry. So yeah, pretty cool little just addition to the game room, I think. So let's pull this down before it makes any more noise. My cat there has just run off with that noise. So yeah, Christmas came, and basically I just got a load of vouchers, a load of Amazon vouchers, which isn't the best thing really. I don't really like Amazon, so I just thought, well, let's see what the best deals are. And I got a few games that I've been looking for a long time. All standard games, you've seen these a million times before on everyone's videos, but it's Christmas, isn't it? So this one's got a nice loose disc, because that's what we like. And it's one that I don't know why I waited so long for, to be honest. I mean, look at all these games I've got to play. This is pretty much my whole... If I played all these, this will last me until summer. And this game is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. So I actually got the one on the Vita, the one that's the 8-bit version, which was pretty good. Now this is by the guys that did Castlevania. You all know about this game. So it's basically Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the modern generation. I've heard loads of good things about it. I've heard the Switch one's got terrible frame rate and everything. So I think this cost about 16-17 quid on Amazon with my voucher, and I think this cost 15. But this is what I mean, I could find them all cheaper everywhere else. And everyone's like, well, I don't want to give you money and I don't know what to get you, so I'll get you a voucher. That's more like a gift. And it's like, yeah. Okay, but anyway, I'm really grateful. Oh, Kitty's found the toy. She's attacking it. So yeah, so I'm really grateful, because these are all games that I've really been looking forward to getting, but I could have gone a bit cheaper, is what I'm saying. Anyway, Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. I sound really grateful, don't I? I sound like a right bugger. This is something I've been looking forward to playing for a long time. I really wanted to play the first one, which was sort of like a Banjo-Kazooie sort of like game, because these are by I think the few developers from Rare have gone on to make this. So this one's more like the Donkey Kong Country style game, and I can't wait to play it. Supposedly you can go and try and take on the boss right at the start, but you need to get yourself leveled up to really do it with some kind of ease, really. So yeah, I like the idea of that one. So I mean, 2D platformers, I flipping love them. So really looking forward to sticking my teeth into that one. And one that everyone's gone on about all last year, every video someone will have picked it up and got an edition that's quite lust-worthy, and that is Resident Evil 2, the remake. So really looking forward to this. I've not played any of the Resident Evils. Oh, actually, I played Resident Evil 4 not too long ago. That was quite good. I went through and completed that, I think, last year or the year before. Really enjoyed the original Resident Evil 2. I really like the look of this one. I know, dads and lads, you wanted to snap the disc on this one. I'm hoping I will get a bit further than that. I will complete it, if it doesn't beat me, that is. So yeah, I'm not very good at hard games, and I believe that is quite hard. Next up, we've got one that's a bit of a fail, really. So I got this, and it's New Gundam Breaker for the PlayStation 4. Really looking forward to giving this a whirl. I don't think I'd probably play it to complete. I think it's just more of an experience for me. I think it might be a bit too long. But yeah, so basically what this is like, I think everyone knows what Gundam is, but like in Japan, their Gundam craze is like exponential. It's crazy. And what they do, more than just watching the cartoons and playing the games, they build the sets. I think that's one of the biggest selling things in Japan, the home build sets. And basically that's what this is. You basically build yourself a Gundam with a set, and you basically a little Gundam in a real world, real size world. I've heard it's okay. I've heard it's not the best, but why is it a fail? Because it's the American version, and on the Amazon listing, it was all PAL and everything like that, and it said it was going to be a PAL copy, so I sent it back, and they sent back another American one. So they only had 3 copies on there, so I didn't want to do it again, just in case it would, well, I just know what was going to come back. And to be honest, I think the PAL version of this one is getting quite rare. I went on CX, it was on, and then when I went back on again, it was sold out. And I think there was a couple on eBay, but not many. So maybe one to look out for the PAL collectors. But I mean, the thing is, with these American ones, they work, and it's a gift. It's going to work, so I can play it. So it's just the collectability would be nice to have it as PAL. So yeah, last December sometime, I've been doing car boots and stuff like that. There's been loads of pickups that I've not shown, just because it's all like fodder stuff. But from that fodder stuff, I've got some nice stuff from CEX. And what's nice about this is all local pickups. They're not stuff that I've sent away for, which I don't know. There's something nice about that. It's not something that you're usually able to do, at least because this is good quality stuff, to be honest. It's not your normal crap that you get, like just crappy Wii games. In fact, there is a Wii game over there, but that'll get shown on the next one. It's not a very good one, but it's alright. But yeah, this one I'm really surprised about. This is really cool. This was in the back, it wasn't even in the window or anything, and I spied it, and I was like, and I saw the price on it, and I was like, that price is wrong. So basically, this is would you call it a special edition? I don't know, but it's got an accessory with it, and the price that's stickered on is for the disc, which is basically worthless, but the special edition is worth about 30 quid. So anyway, what is it? It is Planet Ring for the Dreamcast. I mean, this is something I never really heard of before when I had a Dreamcast. So I don't know if it's a later release one. It's basically an online only game. I think it's a few mini games by the look of it, but yeah, I don't think you can play this anymore, so that's why it's only worth the £2. However, collectors want this box and all the contents that's in it. It comes with a microphone, and yeah, it's pretty cool little shelf piece really, and it's definitely worth more than £2. So yeah, I got that, and I was like, let me have a look at it, and it's all perfect inside. I don't think it's even been used, really don't. So that was in my local CX. Well, all of this is in my local CX, and this is what I actually went for, and I'm really pleased with this one. So all this, again, all paid for with CX vouchers, so the prices that are on here I've paid probably a third of. So this will probably have cost me less than a tenner, and that is Zero Wing. All your base belong to us. That's this one, isn't it? Pretty certain it is. All your base belong to us. So yeah, 28 quid it is on that CX, and another awesome shooter. I can't remember if I played this as a kid or not, but the condition of this is great. I mean, there's a bit of a sticker residue there, but it looks, I mean, oh no, actually there's a few little defects there and everything like that, but it feels really nice smoothness wise and everything like that. And it comes with flipping manual. But yeah, really happy to get this. A nice top-line shooter game, fantastic, and for the price, I mean, flipping buzzing. And this one's a bit of a not too sure about really, if I've done a win or not on this one. I think I actually had to pay a bit of cash on this one as well, but yeah, Guardian Heroes, amazing. And what's so good about this is look at the condition of this box. This box is in absolutely fantastic condition. The only problem is it's got one of them Aussie Soft stickers on it, which why have we got so many of these UK PAL games that's been restickered for Australia and then come back into England again? It makes no sense. That must have been imported twice over just to get it over here. But I have noticed quite a lot come with that Aussie Soft branding. But yeah, really, I mean, the thing is, what I like about that, it just gives that, you know that this is going to be a genuine product, because I don't think you can really copy that. I mean, you can tell the aging of it, and yeah, condition is perfect. The problem is no manual and no disc, because the disc is actually in the system because I was playing it the other day, so it's actually really hard. So I'm gonna have a few attempts at that to add it to my 52 game challenge. But yeah, really pleased with this one. I think this was, hang on, in fact I've got the thing here. So it cost me £8.50 in real cash and a load of trade vouchers. In fact, this cost Guardian Heroes was 55 quid, so bargain. You can't go wrong with that. So yeah, really pleased. As I say, to have this from your local CX, it's nice to have just gone and seen it. So I will pick up a manual. Hopefully I'll see it at Doncaster Market, which I'll be attending later in the year, I think beginning of March on that one. So yeah, I mean, what's that, 55 quid? Divide it by 3, what's that, 15, well less than 12, 15 quid this cost me. Oh, and then so 20 quid because I paid an extra 8 quid, but I did get some other games with that as well. So let's say 20 quid. Flipping, you would pay 20 quid for this without a manual. I don't know don't know who you are, but you definitely would. But yeah, anyway, that is my lot for this lot. Now I'm gonna have to rush and go to work. So yeah, happy New Year to you everyone. Hope you enjoyed this load of games and pickups and everything like that. Going forward, I have got a load more stuff. I've got stuff from the car boot. I've got stuff, well, most of it is like retro and everything like that. So there is a couple of modern games in there. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.